What's going on, people, and welcome to my preview for England's game for the last round of 16. We have Senegal on Sunday. They've got a few dangerous players, the likes of Sarr, but obviously Mane has missed the World Cup. They've got QatarWorldCup as the captain at centre-back. And they've got, I can't remember the other guy on the right side, but they got a tricky guy on the right as well. But Sarr's their main threat with a pace on the left. I'll get into my lineup in a minute on who would be matching up with him one for one positionally who we decide to go with, but I'll tell you who I decide to go with in that. I do think we will beat Senegal, but I don't think it will be like a one dominant team showing performance. I do expect us to be better than them, but not by a lot. And then we'll see who we get after that, but we cannot take any teams lightly. But I do think that we should be beating Senegal, especially with Mane not available too. So I'll round up quickly before I get into my lineup as well of the games of the last few days. We had Senegal knock out Ecuador in the group. Ecuador I actually predicted to finish second in that group ahead of Senegal, but Senegal did achieve it. They beat Ecuador 2-1. Netherlands beat Qatar 2-0, Gakpo with another goal and Frankie de Jong getting a goal in that one. Iran versus USA was 1-0 USA and Iran was sent home. USA advanced to the knockouts as well, which I actually predicted in my predictions pre-World Cup, because a lot of people were going with England and Wales in our group to go through, and I said England and US, and that is what has happened in our group. US with a 1-0 win in that one. And we obviously beat Wales 3-0. We were a much better team. We deserved it. And Wales didn't really show up. So I think that we are strong enough to beat Senegal, and we should be. So I'm going to predict, as for a prediction score-wise, I'm going to say 2-0 England. We also had Argentina beat Poland 2-0. Mexico beating Saudi Arabia 2-1. Argentina obviously going through to the knockouts. Australia beating Denmark 1-0, which was a little bit of a surprise. Denmark sent home. Disappointing from them in this tournament. I was impressed with them in the Euros, but didn't show up this time. Tunisia beating France. Now, France rested a few of their key players and didn't start with them, so not totally surprised by that one, but Tunisia getting a win, but leaving it too late to do that because they still didn't qualify for the knockout. Costa Rica losing 4-2 to Germany yesterday in a cracking game. Fair play to them. I don't think a lot of people would have even predicted they'd score in that game. And yeah, Germany had to come back a few times in that to get the result. So Germany into the knockouts, I don't think that's a surprise. But Costa Rica nearly advancing, very narrowly missing out in the group. Japan beating Spain 2-1, bit of a surprise as well. Japan keeps surprising people. They beat Spain in their group and they beat Germany. Rightly deserved into the knockouts now as well. Canada 1, Morocco 2. Morocco topped the group, and I'm surprised. I didn't have them to get out of the group, I don't think, in my predictions. Big mistake for the Ziyech goal for them from the Canada keeper. I don't know what he was doing, but yeah, Morocco topped the group and are into the knockouts. And Croatia Belgium yesterday was 0-0 in a very disappointing game. Didn't really live up to it. So yeah, Belgium sent home. We saw Lukaku's frustration. Probably could have had a hat-trick coming off the bench yesterday with the opportunities he got, and I don't know how he didn't score any of them. And I don't think he just does himself any favours either with what he says on and off the pitch, and then he doesn't prove it on the pitch. So I think he needs to shut up until he starts performing on the pitch and then act like a big man off it, which he seems to be doing the opposite at the moment. So that is it for the roundup for these games. Currently 2 games being played at the moment, so I'll do a roundup for them in a next video coming at some point. As for my lineup, in goal I'm sticking with Pickford. Excuse the whiteboard, I just cleaned it, but I need to get some new wipes and that because it's a bit fucked, but we deal with it and we move on. Pickford in goal for me. Standard procedure. I think he's the man for the sticks. Right back, I would go with Trippier. Now, I nearly put in Walker. Obviously, he started the last game. And I'm thinking as well, with Sarr on the left and his pace, Walker would probably counteract that and deal with that better on just the pace side of things. But I think Trippier is experienced enough to deal with that and good enough to pocket him, if you will. So I'm going with Trippier at right back, but he definitely needs to improve on his performances in this tournament. Stones and Cody again for me. I'm not a fan of Maguire. I don't think he should be in the team, so Cody would partner Stones at centre back. Shaw left back. We haven't got any depth at left back, so, and I think he's had a good tournament, Shaw. Holding midfielder number 6, Rice. He's had a good tournament. Kind of gone under the radar, Rice, because his position isn't a glamorous one and he just goes about his job every game and does it well. So Rice would be my number 6. On the right, I would go with Saka. On the left, I would go Mount. I was tempted to put Grealish in, but I feel like Mount started the tournament well. He's getting a lot of hate from people, which I don't understand. He offers a lot of work rate. He can go backwards and forwards with a work rate and tracking back and offering on the attack. He's quite versatile as well in the positions he can play. So I would go with Mount on the left, and he would offer help tracking back, as I said. At number 10, Maddison. I don't know why we haven't seen him. Well, I do, because Southgate ain't got a backbone and he won't take risks. I'm hoping to God we see him at some point in this tournament before we're out of it. Maddison at number 10. 2 up front, Wilson and Rashford. Yes, you seeing it. I ain't got no Kane in there. Bring Kane on if you want, but I ain't putting him in there because I don't think he's had a good tournament. So I do it on form. I do it on players that deserve to be in the team. And that is who I'd go with. Pickford in goal. Trippier right back. Stones, Cody, Shaw. Rice at 6. Saka on the right. Mount on the left. Maddison at 10. Wilson, Rashford up top. Let me know your lineup in the comments, guys. How you think we'll do against Senegal on Sunday. I think we will win and progress to the quarterfinals, which I think will be our limit in this tournament. I think we will go out in the quarterfinals, but I do think we've got enough talent and experience as well to get through Senegal. So I expect us to win this. I'm going to go 2-0 England. I want to see certain players we haven't seen. I want to see Maddison. I want to see Gallagher. I want to see players we don't get to see. Cody. Even, like, as well, I forgot to mention, I heard Ben White's gone home for personal reasons. I don't know if it's a family issue or what it is, but if it's not a family issue and they've just put it out to the press that it's personal issues and it's a thing within the camp where he's not happy he's not been picked, I could totally understand that because he should have been in this team. That's why I had him in as well, but now he's not even with a squad. I can't put him in, but he should have been in for Maguire, no doubt about it. That'd be my team, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be back soon with today's games roundup in the next video. Let me know who you've got as well. Enjoy the football, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.